welcome to today's tip. I've got a really cool 3D stamp image tip here for you. Now I've got a camera stamp here, and when you're choosing your stamps, make sure that it doesn't already have a 3D element to it. So for example, this one here is a telephone box, and if you can see all the way down one side, there's already the 3D element to it, so it wouldn't work so well with a stamp like that. But just your sort of 2D images, we're making them 3D by adding an extra element. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mask off the section of my stamp that basically I'm just going to stamp this side. Okay, now to get that nice clean sort of inked up area, what I'm going to do is mask off the majority of my stamp so it doesn't show up any 3D, doesn't show up any detail inside the stamp. Because the other day I was stamping and I wanted to really create a look that, you know, when you double stamp, it gives you that lovely sort of 3D, but then all the inside is all messed up and the detail is lost and it looks all messy. And I thought, oh, how can I make that 3D image just by getting the corner of the stamp printed? Okay, so I've just masked this sort of corner all the way down to the end here. I only want that top right hand corner, the 3D element, to be exposed. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a darker colour on the back. So I think I might go with this VersaFine. It's purple and it's super dark. And I'm just sort of going to go around those edges there where I want it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to really carefully, being careful not to touch that corner section, we're going to pull off the mask. And then what we're doing is we're just going to print down, and only that section will be stamped. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go in with a different colour. You can see there's just a corner there. We're going to go in. I think I'm going to use this blue. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to position my stamp just a fraction away. So I'm not going to go over the dark edge. I'm just going to move it a fraction. So I'm making sure that when I place it down, it kind of borders that edge that we have created. Now I'll show you how it's come up. You can see that there is that purple edge, gives it a really lovely 3D element. Now I love it just the way it is, but I'm going to cut it out, I'm going to finish it off, maybe put a little bit of embossing on there, and then turn that into a really cool embellishment. Okay, so I've cut that out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be using my purple ink on the purple side of the camera, and then I'm going to be using the blue ink on the other side. Otherwise, we're going to kind of undo the kind of optical illusion that we have tried to create if we put the purple all the way around it. Now I might want to mount this on a little bit of heavier card, but it's pretty thick cardstock as it is. But I really love that. I'm going to just put it on here so you can see how clean that has come up as an embellishment. Doesn't it look fantastic? You could put a pop-up dot on it and add that to your page. Just to add another element to it, just to make it really snazzy, I'm going to put some clear embossing powder on it. But before I do, I really like the fact that this cardstock gave me a lovely grainy area there. But inside the lens, I don't want that to be grainy. So I'm actually just going to draw over it, maybe with that teal colour. So I'm just going to come over and just darken up that lens. Okay, so just using my Versamark here, I'm going to just stamp the entire camera with it. And then I'm going to add my clear embossing powder over the top. Okay, so I have put the clear embossing powder over and I have heated that up, and I've got this lovely sort of thick and sturdy, shiny embellishment for my page. So I hope you've enjoyed this tip, and I look forward to seeing you next time.